Alright, YouTubers. So yeah, flat is all clean. Inspection tomorrow. Yeah, I can keep a kitchen tidy. Oh, in those boxes are the PC bits, and I'm sort of like in between tasks, if you like, and I should tackle that. I know now it's 9 o'clock at night. Oh my god, I really can't be bothered though. There's nothing really else I want. I mean, I could watch a film now, I guess, but nothing really springs to mind. I could tackle it. I'm fucking starving though as well, because I only had 2 egg sandwiches today. I did go out and get, so I got the wine. If any of you saw the online session, there's a bottle of wine there, and I've got a couple of beers in the fridge and a cider. Could do a video on this of me drinking and attempting to put together a PC. I really fancy this as well. I really do. Hello, what just fell out of that? Oh, just bits of crumbs. Right, just after I clean the floor. Fantastic. Let's have a look. Shallow fry, 6 to 10 minutes. Oh my god, my mouth's watering. I'm just thinking about that. But I don't like eating and then drinking, because it just makes me bloated. What to do, eh? What to do? Put together the PC and do a video, or have steak and chips, or just don't put the PC together and have a couple of drinks? I'm not sure. I really am not sure. It's like I'm live now or something. I'm just sort of, I don't know what to do. Just turn the camera on for no reason. Fuck it. I'm going to do the PC. Let's see if this goes well or not. I'll have the laptop there. I can't really play any music though, because it'll copyright it, won't it? Great. What I'll do is play music and then turn the music off when I'm talking to you guys. So I'm going to unload all the bits. First of all, actually, let's give credit to my trusty computer. She served me well. Let's clear my desk. Yep, I put that together at the end of 2012, so just over 4 years good service. And I was looking at the bits for this computer, and to be honest, it hasn't really dated at all. Yeah, the graphics card is a little bit out of date. Everything else, sound really, apart from the old hard drives. I mean, pretty much everyone's going solid state now. I've got a solid state for the operating system. But yeah, on the actual, so that's my solid state, 476. I initially put a 256 in it, and I upgraded it to a 512 later on, but I've got 3 other drives which aren't even close to being full. But for my new build, I've gone all solid state drives, which, yeah, did kill the budget a bit, if I'm honest. But yeah, anyway, this is a good little PC. That's now going to become a little bit of a relic. Because I don't have the room to run 2 PCs in this place. Maybe when I move out eventually, I'll have a second machine running as well. But now I've got the laptop, you know, there's not really a need for it. So this is basically, take the side off a minute. This is basically going to be a little nostalgia trip, just an ornament really. I'm not really into all these like flashy, I don't do water cooling and all that shit. Fans will do. I've never had a computer overheat. I don't really do overclocking and hardcore gaming and shit, so yeah, it looks a bit of a mess in there, but it's worked for 4 years, so I'm not going to complain. Yeah, I just thought I'd give my old PC a bit of credit there. It'll be switched off soon, but I'm sure you'll live for another day when I switch you on in another place. Could sell it, but it's just, you know, I worked out how much the bits would be used, about 650, 700. But who the fuck would want to buy all used components off like eBay and that? That's only going to be problems. So yeah, I'm now going to unbox all this bollocks. Put a sheet on the table. I'll probably work on the table. Stop the table getting scratched. There's not a mark on this yet since I bought it, so don't really want to ruin it by putting components on and screwdrivers and shit. Yeah, now going to jump at YouTubers, but first I'm going to crack open a beer. Get in there. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So yeah, maybe a couple of people are asking. See how dusty it is in there. Very dusty. Look at that. Look. Ugh. I said this wasn't out of date. So why the fuck am I doing a new PC? Well, a couple of reasons. When I first put together this one, I had to compromise a little bit because I just left my full-time job, and basically I was in debt, and my mum was kind enough to lend me some money to let me do another PC, which I was going to try and use for work purposes. And yeah, so I had to compromise a little bit, and I just thought, well, it's been 4 years. I'm now doing the channel. I want to do proper screen capturing, so I want, you know, the best of the best. I thought, well, I can put all solid states in it, and I was looking at how CPUs have advanced, and yeah, I just thought it's nice just to have, you know, a new sort of build and have that one as a warm memory. And just, yeah, it's all fully working. I thought, well, I'll just store it away now, and yeah, I just thought the time has come. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just thought I'd clear that up. Got Heineken on the go. Get in there. So yeah, I better unbox all that now. So, thanks for watching. If you got this far, YouTubers, and stay tuned, and you'll see me fail epically at the PC build, no doubt. This is probably what number will this be now? So I've done 1, 2. This might be my 4th build, but I've like swapped out bits from other computers and redone them in another case. Pretty straightforward once you know sort of what to buy and where things go. The only thing I'm not very good at is making it all neat, and I have a sort of a short attention span, and if wires aren't going in the right place, and I'm not sure what order to do things in, sometimes for the best like possible, you know, to make it neat basically. So we'll see how it goes, YouTubers. I'm going to start really slowly and just do this step by step with you guys. So yeah, clear the table and we'll get underway. Right, in that first little box, YouTubers, some of you might have seen my online casino session. I was like, what's in that little box? And I've just figured out what's in that little box. Right. Probably should have undone this first. Yeah, these came separate for some reasons. They must have come direct. I do believe they're Samsung. So, yep. One hand opening. Here we go then. Oh yes, so basically I've gone a bit overboard, I must admit. I bought 4 1 terabyte SSDs. Yeah, you can never have too much storage. No more bloody physical hard drives for me, my lad. No, we've got 4 of them. So that should be enough to last me for the next decade, I should imagine. It makes you wonder how cheap these are going to be later on. Yes, they were a bit of a pretty penny. Some of you can probably guess. Actually, for posterity, at the time of this video in March 2017, £1,700. Yep, they were a bit pricey. Was this 1,700 quid? Did I really spend that much on fucking solid states? No, it can't be right. Are you serious? Sorry, that's just hit me. How much I've spent on fucking hard disks. I'm gonna check that out. And I did look to see if they're cheaper elsewhere. I didn't just, you know, components, 1700, are you serious? On fucking storage. Right, solid state drives, manufacturer, Samsung. Yeah, this will just be like, everyone can laugh at me in like 5 years time and be like, haha, you spent that much on 1 terabyte solid states. It's the way it goes, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. I did as well. Samsung 850 Pro, 1 terabyte, got 4 of them fuckers. Yeah, that's what killed the budget. Well, it's going to be a unique system, YouTubes. I ain't messing about. The thing is with me, I'm the sort of person, right, I'm like this with my cars. If I buy something, or if I put together a PC, I'm not one of these people who has to update it the next year or two, or I'm not one of these people who has to have the latest phone, you know, the latest iPhone, which doesn't really do anything different. Like my phone is 2 models under the best one, well, say the best one, the latest one. You know, I prefer to buy something nice and then keep it for years, you know. Like one of my cars, my first car, in 1988, Ford. I've had it 9 years. I look after things. If things work, I keep them. I don't have to keep like upgrading. So yeah, that was a bit overboard, I must admit. But you know, fuck it. Yeah, just as proof, I guess. Yep. Yeah, for the this is 1700 there. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's just for posterity YouTubers. In 2017, start of 2017, if you wanted 4 1 terabyte drives by Samsung, you can get a fucking car for that money, man. That's ridiculous, isn't it? So yeah, anyway, I'm going to carry on unboxing. Yeah, got the old candle on the go as well, so I bet probably less than 1% of people get to the end of this video I'm doing, but you never know. Right, it's the next box, YouTubers, and this beer is going down a treat. Excuse my how things advance, but I think this will stand the test of time. Yeah, here we go then. Hello, what's all this then? I'm not going to pop that because it might affect the volume. You know how software, it does auto volume, doesn't it, when it hears a loud noise? So, fucking hell, it's like a fucking snake. You snake. Right, so now I'm one of these people also. Just cover up the invoice quickly. Hello. They always put that in. £60 wine voucher. Tempting. Well, we'll put that over here. That's tempting, that is, YouTube. It's very tempting. Right, so I'm one of these people, right? And I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, basically, if I like a brand, if a brand serves me well, particularly with PCs, I tend to stick with that brand. For example, I prefer Gigabyte, because I haven't had a single problem with them. So, my old PC was socket 2011, and it's the same socket, but this is the version 3. Yeah, you see there, 2011 version 3. So, you know, it caters for the latest CPUs. So I thought, well, why not? I'll go with another Gigabyte, and this was basically one of the cheapest ones you can get, and they have the ultra durable brand, and I bought one of them before, and yeah, they're reliable. So I'm not going to run into specs because that is utterly pointless, but basically it has a lot of SATA ports, and it's got everything I need for this build. So yeah, the motherboard, basically the brain of the system, I guess you could describe it. Yeah, nice looking little thing. Let's get it out of the packing, should we? Let's have a little little ganders. Hang on a minute, YouTube. Just going to put the phone down briefly, just while I get this out of the packaging. Right, yeah. So, yeah, it's a smart looking board. So I'm not sure if you could hear me there. I was saying it's a smart looking board. Yeah, so basically, I don't know if some of you will already know this, but your CPU goes there. And I've got 8 sticks of RAM you can have, and I've gone for 8 sticks of 8, so 64 gigabyte. Yeah, you don't need that, but fuck it, it looks good. So yeah, I've got all my... Oh, they put the SATA ports there, do they? That's interesting, so I have to work with that, get it all neat, you know. Anyway, so that's the motherboard. Oh yeah, and it's got the onboard audio. That's supposed to be quite good, I think. I usually buy a sound card, but I'm not going to bother with this board because of the chip on there. Right, let's put that in the box. So that's the motherboard. That was about... I've got the invoice. The motherboard was... If I can find it. Where the fuck is it? The motherboard was £200, pretty much dot on, so yeah. It's ridiculous how much I've spent on this build. Power supply, I don't usually look into it that much, but gone with a make I've never used before. Be quiet. No, sorry, this is the CPU cooler, my bad. That's the cooler. For the CPU. I was going to get a little diddy one, but I thought, well, what the fuck am I doing, you know? I've got this nice case, which I'll show you in a minute, and I thought, you know, you can't compromise on a CPU cooler. Not that I'm going to be overclocking anyway, but apparently this is supposed to be near silent, hence the branding, be quiet. What I'm going to do, YouTube, is just jump it again, get this out so you can have a look, and yeah, we'll continue from there, so... Right, yeah, so that's the CPU cooler. Totally unnecessary for me, really. Because, I mean, I guess I can overclock the CPU if I want. I never do, though, because I always think it reduces reliability. I know they can with take a lot more on that, and if you get a cooler like that, well, why aren't you overclocking? But I don't know, maybe I'll experiment. I don't always overclock to begin with, because I think, well, I've just spent all this money and I don't want to fucking damage anything. I did actually fry a motherboard once by adjusting some settings in the fucking BIOS, but that was years ago. I mean, nowadays you just use bits of software, don't you? Anyway, that's the CPU cooler with all its magnificent fiddly bits, which are soon to follow, so I'll put that over there with that. And it can be quiet. Boxes, gotta love boxes. We don't need this packaging bollocks, do we? So that can go over there, boys. Right. CPU cooler and motherboard, check. Right, next we have the graphics card. Holy moly. For the win, the GeForce GTX 1070, my old system has a GTX 770 classified. Never had any problems with it. Now I heard these had some heating issues to begin with, but that was because people were overclocking to the max and being ridiculously silly. But they've updated all the firmware now, I think, so they're all fine. That was, at the time of this video, 370 quid. So yeah, I'll jump it and open it for you, YouTubers. Arm yourself, YouTubers. Yeah, they give you this poster thing. Oh, I could put that in my bedroom. Oh. Yeah, and these very, I don't know why they put these in, these very sort of tacky, cheap, enthusiast built. Why the fuck would I want to put that on my case? a nice touch, I suppose, but here is the card. Gone like a kid at Christmas. Yeah, it's got all the protective covering on at the minute, which I'm not going to take off yet. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a beastly card, that, isn't it? And they put a lovely back plate on this. Yeah, I didn't just break the fan. Right, no, I actually didn't. It just got caught on a bit of metal. Yeah, they put a lovely back plate on this. I'm sure it'll look very nice once I take off all this protective... oh, there we go. Look at that. Nice. I like that. Very nice. Yeah, that's the only thing about graphics cards. The companies are a bit cheeky because they literally release a new version after a week. No, I'm joking. No, they do like to release. I bought the GTX 770 in 2014. Now up to 1070. Obviously a lot more powerful. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to continue, YouTubers. Put all that back, put the poster back. I might actually put that in my room, because I probably will have that up for a bit, just because, you know, it's cost me that much money, and I thought, well, let's get my fucking money's worth. Let's put that fucking poster up. Ta-da! Yes, YouTubers, I have bought a genuine version of Windows 7. Now, I did buy a genuine version many years ago, but the serial I used on machines over the years, and that's why it says not genuine on my other system. But I've been a mug. I bought a genuine copy, paid a silly amount for it. I thought I owe it to Microsoft. And look at that, Windows 7. Yes, in 2017, Windows 10 can suck my dick, because it's fucking shit. Windows 7, honestly, that is the best operating system Microsoft has ever released. Yeah, you'll have your people say, oh, Windows 10 is better, and Cortana, and fuck off. Windows 7, honestly, is the most sound operating system I've ever used. You know, XP was good, I'll give you that, but XP can't cope with more than 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it's just not with it these days. You know, people that still use XP swear by it. Windows 7, I mean, you know, it hardly ever crashes. I don't think my PC in the other room has actually ever crashed. It's frozen a couple of times, but it's never actually crashed. Windows 7 is so stable, it does everything I want it to do. And it's just easy to use, you know, it is proper, like, it is a genuine... And the thing is with Windows 10, it's got all this privacy shit, you have to switch it all off. Windows 7 is just like, let it run, it's fine, you know. They're still updating it, so who gives a fuck? Sorry, bit of a rant there. How much was this fucking disc anyway? Holy shit, 107 quid. 107 quid for basically an operating system that's a few years old now. Many years old. Is it 2009 it came out? I can't remember, but anyway, YouTubers, proof I've gone legit. And my serial's in that or something. I thought I was going to get a nice... that's bollocks, actually. I thought I was going to get a proper... That's not what it showed on the website. I'm just going to prove it to you, YouTubers, that I do actually have a legit copy. Now I'm hoping it's still in here. Where's it gone? No! Oh well, maybe you'll just have to take my word for it. I do have a... Oh no, I dumped the box out, sorry. Yeah, I just kept the disc... Oh, I got the disc then. I just kept the disc, YouTubers. Please believe me. Yeah, here it is. So basically, just to prove to you all, not that anyone gives a shit, but I do have a legitimate... it's the home version. I do have a legitimate... window. Look at that for a disc. That is the nicest looking disc I've ever seen. Talk about fucking holographic rainbow shit. So yeah, when I did buy it, this is the legit copy I bought when it like first came out. And yeah, I had Windows Vista before. What a pile of shit. Windows Vista, if anyone remembers, was basically, right, let's release this operating system. Let's let all the mugs who are going to buy it be guinea pigs. I was one of them. And then basically, once they've had a load of bug reports back and people's complaints, they released Windows 7, which is basically what Vista should have been. And yeah, Vista was an utter pile of shite. That really was. That was like... what's the word called when something's sort of released but it's not final? Beta. Yeah, Windows Vista was fucking Windows 7 beta, put it that way. And you had to pay for it as well. Fucking. There's a little theory in there how operating systems, Microsoft, it goes shit, good, shit, good, shit, good. So 95 apparently is quite shit. 98 came out, it's fucking legendary apparently. I just about remember it. Windows Millennium come out, that's supposed to be a load of bollocks. XP come out, fucking shit operating system. Yeah, give credit to XP, but these days it's out of date. Then you had Vista. Ugh. Fucking Vista. And you had Windows 7. Windows 7. That'll never die. Never die, Windows 7. People will still be using that in 10, 20 years, I guarantee it. Then you had Windows 8. Let's go and throw up right now. I saw Windows 8 on my brother upgraded to Windows 8 and he immediately downgraded and I used it for about 5 minutes. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Where's my fucking start menu? And then of course we've got Windows 10, which is supposed to be really good, but I ain't buying it, quite clearly. Anyway, another rant over. Okay, that's my RAM. So basically I bought, there's 8 sticks in there, I think. Oh, that's nice, of course. There, they do actually give you a set of, yes. So you buy 64. Sometimes you do that, and they send you like 8 separate sticks. Do you know what I mean? But they do actually have a package for you to have 64 gigabytes. So we'll just open them up for a laugh, and I'm going to jump it again, YouTubers. We're nearly through the components list, and maybe I'll actually start building the fucking thing. So yeah, second beer cracked open and the candle is going nicely. It smells like chilled berry lemonade. Oh, just what it says on the tin. So yeah, here we are, YouTubers. 8 sticks of Corsair's Dominator Platinum DDR4 2400 megahertz 8 gigabyte sticks. Why not? Random access memory, that. You know what they should do? They should make a fruit machine that uses the capabilities of such a system. That would be, right, what we got next then? Do you know, it's actually, I've had the thought, right, it's a slight ambition of mine. I'm assuming some of you that are watching now are interested in fruit machines, hence, you know, the fact that this is a fruit machine channel. And I'm beginning to think maybe drinking on an empty stomach is a bad idea for this, so I'm probably not going to finish this all tonight, obviously. Empty stomach, alcohol, beer, new PC build, attempt video log with you guys. Might embarrass myself, not good, is it? But yeah, pretty good online session last night, wasn't it? Anyway, I've had this thought about, you know, designing a fruit machine. I've got some ideas, but let's not go into that. Yeah. So, CPU, not really much to look at there. It is literally a chip, and you pay like, how much was that one? That was, YouTubers, 450 quid, hex core. No, is it a hex core? Yeah, 3.6 gigahertz. It's an i7 6850K. The next one up was like something silly like £1,000. To be honest, my old the CPU I got in there is pretty still, you know, well within, you know, not to be sniffed at. Do you know what I mean? But this one is a little bit faster, and actually, now think about it, I'm really surprised how that PC in there hasn't really dated, to be honest. I could have quite easily upgraded that, but I just thought, well, I'll have a new system, you know, fuck it. I've said all this anyway, so, yeah, this is the beauty. This is basically the, as you might know, the central processing unit. And what you're paying for is all their development materials. There's not actually a lot to it. To think that's 450 quid. Yeah, but that will pack quite a punch. believe me. Now the trick is with a CPU is obviously never, ever, ever touch the bottom of it. So when you pick up your CPU, always hold it from the corners. So you never, ever, ever touch any of those gold things. And I'm actually now thinking maybe I should put that down because I've had a couple of drinks. Basically, you don't want to get any of that dirty because you'll be fucked. So we'll just put that away for a minute. Yeah, put that over there. I don't want to mess that up. And I haven't got a CD drive on this build, so I've got an external one just for installing the operating system. I know you can probably do it off a USB stick. I sort of briefly looked into it, but I thought, fuck it, I'm buying a disc. So bang, and the last hurrah, which is actually quite heavy, is the power supply unit. Oh shit. Dark Power Pro 11, my lucky number. Legendary silence, cutting edge performance, 850 watt. That should be more than enough. 80 plus platinum efficiency, whatever that means. But yeah, no, I did a bit of research on the old power supply because hello, the box been damaged. Someone opened this fucker, are they? You wouldn't have thought they'd have supplied it to me like that, would you, YouTubers? I should get a part refund. No, I'm joking. No, I mean, it's obviously brand new, isn't it? So yeah, it's a modular power supply, meaning you can choose what connections you need for the build. Yeah, that looks pretty smart to me. So basically you plug in your connections to what you need. So if you've got obviously 2 graphics cards, you'd need 2 of them, and they're for your drives. So I'll be using 4 of them fan connections. And they put all the cables obviously in this box. So yeah, you basically sort of like pick and choose what you need, and it avoids any like unwanted mess. Obviously you get some power supplies, all the cables come out, and they don't give you all this optional what they call modular. So yeah, I'd always buy a modular power supply. Never bought a Be Quiet. That'll be interesting. So they are as quiet as they say they are. I've looked in some video reviews, and basically that's what they base their whole brand on, so I don't doubt it at all. Anyway, that was the unboxing, and I'm hoping I'm going to be impressed by this. Ideally, I would have liked to have bought an aluminium case. Fucking hell, did it take me a while to choose this case, and I hope it's not a disappointment. Came out last year, I think, so it's quite a new case. I was looking at some case reviews and that, and they're all like from, you know, 2014, 2015. I thought, well, I want something that's sort of like in its time if I'm buying all the components. I can't remember what type of glass this is called. Basically it's see-through all the way around. So here we go. Oh, okay, it literally is as clear as a case can be. Holy shit, man. Okay, you'll be able to see everything in this system. Okay, that's interesting. 3 fans on the front. I'm not going to add any more, and they basically change colour if you want them to. Apparently it's quite easy to work with this. Time will tell on that matter. Tempered glass, is it? Tepid glass? Something like that. Shiny. Yeah, I'm not going to take that off until the system is built. For obvious reasons, fingerprints and all that bollocks. Alright, YouTubers, yeah. First initial impressions, I like this. The case, if anyone's interest, is a... I don't know. Oh yeah. A Corsair 570X. So, yeah, basically, I'm in 2 minds whether it's carrying with this build now, YouTubers, because once that goes, holy fuck. And I really fancy steak and chips. Steak and chips or carrying with the build. I probably, to be honest, YouTubers, now that I've had a beer, yeah, I've unboxed everything. this can be the start of the build. I'll now call it a night and carry on with this with a clear head tomorrow. Okay, I think that's a good idea, don't you? So yeah, thanks for watching so far, YouTubers. Entire build process to follow with the first switch on, see if I got everything right. And yeah, there's a little insight into the components. Silly amount of money, I suppose, but you know, like I said, I'm probably going to keep this for many years. Cheers, YouTubers. And to have the steak and chips or not to have the steak and chips, that is the question. But what's the fucking answer? Alright, YouTubers, right, fucking hell. All I'm gonna say to begin with is drinking fucking sucks. Now I know why I had the break. I had my inspection this morning, didn't I? So I didn't get as much sleep as I could have done. Where the fuck's my mug? Oh, here it is. And yeah, basically I was too hungover to carry on with that first thing. So I just had another 2.5 hours sleep just to recover myself. So I feel a bit better now. I feel like my brain's actually going to work. Yeah, I need to. I've really gone off drinking. I mean, maybe as a special occasion now and then, like out and about. But yeah, after that beer, I was sort of going off like a rocket, as you could probably tell in the video. And yeah, it's not good, is it? So I'm now going to have a cup of tea, and I'm going to get underway with the build. Like I say, not quite sure how it's going to go yet. It's been a while since I've done one. And yeah, I'll have a little read through the manual first and just see the best order of things. And yeah, we'll go from there, YouTubers. Oh, there's a picture to brighten up your day. So I'm not a massive fan of Lamborghinis. I wasn't, when I was younger, I was more of a sort of, when I was little, everyone's like, oh, the Diablo. That's what everyone raged about when I was at school. The Lamborghini Diablo and all that shit. And I was more of a Ferrari person. And now, now the Lamborghini Diablo is old. No one gives a shit about that. But I actually love the Lamborghini Diablo. They are, honestly, the Diablos are one hell of a good looking car. I don't know what it is with some people. Like they're like, it's what's the latest one now? Aventador? Is it some? Like everyone has to. It has to be the latest one, doesn't it? Like everyone's like, oh, the McLaren F1. Now it's like Bugatti Veyron, just because, like, yeah, fuck off, basically. Yeah, the Diablo. I have to admit, the only reason all the kids like these is because they're faster than like the 512 TRs and whatever other Ferrari. So that does look good though. The Diablo does look good, but like I said, no one gives a shit now because it's out of date. They all want the latest one. That rear end is just unbelievable. Prices of these now like $250,000, aren't they? See, I wasn't never really a fan of the Countach. Anyway, is this a PC video or a fucking car video? Right. Anyway, YouTubers, I'm now going to carry on. Oh, 2 3s. Is that a sign of luck? Could be, YouTubers. Right, time to read the manual and have a cup of tea. Right, YouTubers, so first of all, installation of the CPU. Obviously you need to apply a bit of thermal grease onto the CPU. Now, some people will probably be like, oh, you shouldn't do it like that, and etc. And personally, I've never had any problems with just lavishing the fucker with thermal grease, but I'll just put a little bit on, and I usually just go like in straight lines. It just helps transfer the heat onto the cooler, I suppose. That's all it does. So yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll put the CPU in, and then I've got the exciting job of putting this cooler on, which yeah, once again is pretty big. Please peel off before your use. No shit. Right, so I'm going to do that now, YouTubers. Installation of the CPU, then it is putting the RAM sticks on, and I think then we can put it in the case. Yeah, I think that sounds good to me. Right, I'll tackle that now. Right, CPU is on with a little bit of paste. Yeah, because I'm not drinking this time. Nothing about drinking. I always get the shakes the next day. It's so annoying. Someone said something interesting. Drinking brings out the true personality in you. I'm not sure I like that, because I tend to like lose my composure completely and start chatting a load of shit. Yeah, clean fingers. So pop that on like there, and then you just got these little clamps. Not sure if it's 100% wise doing it with the camera on. Oh, hello, it's very, very stiff. I hope there's not an order to do this in. There's one. Yeah, they're stiff for a reason. Just got to hold that fucker in. Basically, the way you know you put it in right, one, it won't fit obviously, and two, they put an arrow there, and there's an arrow on the bottom of the CPU to show you which direction it needs to go in. So basically that's on, so next job is putting the cooler on, which, yeah, might be a bit fiddly. Give you all these tools in here. Once it's on though, basically it's zero maintenance, other than taking off this fan and then just cleaning dust around the edge. Should be pretty simple. Yeah, so I'm now going to tackle that, and I'll update you once the cooler is on. And I think actually first I'm going to put the RAM in. That might be easier, because the cooler might get in the way of the sticks. Well, it shouldn't do, but yeah. I'll put the RAM in next and then put the cooler on. Then I will update you. So here we go. This will probably take me about an hour. No, I'm joking, but I might have a cup of tea break first, so it could well be half an hour. Little update, schoolboy error. Basically, the CPU cooler, which is ridiculously big, is too big. The fan covers up one of the slots for the RAM, and there's no way around it. Literally, I tried swapping the fan around the other side, which you shouldn't do anyway, and it's literally almost still touching, and it would bend the stick. So that's on hold. I've basically, yeah, don't get any PC building tips off me, YouTubers. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. If I'd get, you know, I didn't look at the dimensions, should have done. So I've now ordered a slim one. Yeah, then I'll continue with it, maybe in a few days, because it's turning up Monday. But I'm quite busy next week, so this can gather some dust, I guess. Not ideal. I have to cover it all with a sheet. Not that it really matters, but I don't really want dust getting in like these little slots, do I? When there's no components in them. Oh, what a bitch. So yeah, the next jump cut YouTubers will be in a few days. Oh dear, that's just typical me, that is. Just rushing into things. Right, YouTubers, I'm finally back in the flat, so I can carry on with the PC build. Been away for a few days, and my brother was looking after this place. Met some absolute legends. Some of you will know from the videos I upload in the future of a gambling meet. Let's just turn down Paul a minute quickly. Yeah, I just saw Paul's doing I'll just mute him, a 24-hour charity stream, something I didn't know about until tonight, Friday night. And yeah, I thought, well, what I could do is carry on with this and have Paul running in the background, and you know, I'll keep the volume on. If I hear a big win coming up, I can quickly watch, and maybe that'll be a motivation for me to carry on with the system. So I wasn't going to bother. If he's fucking staying up for 24 hours, I'm sure I can manage to put this together. Put the build together. I covered this up so dust didn't get on it. As you know from my previous video, I can't remember where I was up to, but I knew I had to change that. I've got a slim cooler. So I'm now going to unbox that and put the slim one in and put Paul's volume back on. Yeah, and basically carry on with this. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully Paul gets some wins for the charity. And yeah, here we go. Right, YouTubers, so it's getting close to midnight. CPU cooler on, RAM is on, and as we can see, nice gap this time. Yep, there we go. That other one was way too big. Should have looked into that really, but that's because these RAM sticks are so bulky. They got this, you know, they look nice, but not good if you want a big CPU cooler. Anyway, next task is to put the board in the. No, so I'm going to put the power supply in the case now. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, yep, just update you on that one. Power supply now going into the case. Well, it's just a little update, YouTubers. Now putting in the motherboard, just putting the screws in for the motherboard. Now the power supply is in, as you can see. Hang on, just turn Paul down quickly. Yeah, it's actually quite nice having him on the background because he's staying up, so it gives me inspiration to put this together. I'm putting this together really slowly. It's like I'm working at Rolls-Royce or something. I usually rush into things, but I thought I'll just enjoy it for once. If the time comes, emergency beers are in the fridge. I'm on the orange juice at the minute, still very dehydrated after the week with the crew. Yeah, so basically power supply's in, as I just showed you, and the next stage is to put in the hard drives and etc., which is going to be, you know, that's the worst thing. So you've got to then wire up, wire all these up with the SATA cables over here. And it's just, you know, like I say, I rush into things. It's hard for me to get it neat and that. Got a little scented candle on the go as well. So yeah, it's coming along well. I mean, even if I have to finish this off later, get some sleep and finish it off later, because I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to sleep, so be it. But for now, this is as far as I got. So yeah, I'm going to put the rest of the screws in and sort out the solid state hard drives. Here we go. Paul's charity stream is going fantastic. Get in there, lad.
$11 for hyperlinks. Go on, 23 or 30. I'll do one more spin and then I'm going to have to go computer blackjack.
Right, YouTubers, taking my time with this, obviously. So the solid states are in. We've got 2 there, and I'll tidy up these cables in a minute. And I've got to put this on to cover up those cables here. So it's nearly it's getting on to nearly 5 in the morning now. Number 3, number 4, and yeah, then I can basically put that on and put the glass on, I think. So that's all gone in nicely. The SATAs are here, the plugins, and they just go around the back, and yeah, I'm just hoping they all boot up fine, or they're recognised on Windows when I install it, because I never know where to plug SATAs in. There's quite a lot of ports on this one. There's a SATA Express thing, and that's got another 4 on it, and there's another 2 here. I'm just going to put it in these 4. I think that'll be easiest. So yeah, basically that's done. So it's time to put the glass on, and I'll probably update you when. What's the next job? There's not much more to do after that. It's just plugging in the things for the motherboard, putting in the graphics card, and yeah, basically I'm done with that, I think. So Nearly there, YouTubers, nearly there. Thanks for watching. £9 spin, that is fucking insane.
That's thousands.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. Get in there, Paul.
Get the fuck in there.
Exactly. Right. Oh dear. Right, yeah, so YouTubers, I had to turn the camera on, then I was about to update you all anyway.
It's got a little tail on it.
Let me turn this down a minute.
Wow.
Very nice hit, that. Very nice hit. Yeah, here we are, YouTubers. Basically, all the cables are on now. So, all I've got to do now is put the graphics card in. And, basically pray when I switch it on. Actually, that was... Once you know, I'm one of these sort of people that... I don't want to, like, start it, but once you get started, you kind of get into it. And, yeah, I could have done this in a lot less time, but I thought I'd take the time and yeah, rock and roll on in the background. It's now it's nearly 6 in the morning actually, so I am going to get some sleep because I always have tea with my family on a Saturday night. But yeah, this is nearly done. So there we go, YouTubers. Time to put the graphics card in. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, YouTubers. I think I'm done. Everything's in, everything's connected. Yeah, this might look like a bit of a mess, but who gives a shite? I might just tuck some of them in a little bit more, but at the end of the day, this is probably going to serve me well for the next decade. Yeah, the amount of money I just spent on it. And my old one, I say old one, the one in the other room is still running strong after nearly 4.5 years now. Might have a friend that's interested in buying it, but yeah, it's a bit sentimental, to be honest. I know it's only a PC, but I know it'll run for the next, you know, at least 6-7 years, and if something goes wrong, you can just swap out that bit and put another bit in. You know, that's what's good about building your own system. Some of the I'm not talking about expensive PCs, obviously, but some of the PCs you buy in the shops, they're really cheap because all the components are really cheap, and they just burn themselves out after about 2 or 3 years. The computers actually slow down; they get that bad. And yeah, this will run like absolute lightning, this thing. And I really like the case. Going to get that on soon. It's actually glass. I thought it was plastic. No, I thought it was a special type of plastic, but it is actually glass. So, I mean, I've got to take all the protective bits off. Do you know what I mean? You've got to take these screws off first. But hopefully, I can just plug this in, and she will fire. Then it's getting some decent software from editing and that, and yeah. We'll see what we can do. So there we are, YouTubers. My new PC build. In 2017, like I said, my old build, I had to compromise a little on certain things, but it's still, you know, fast as fuck. So yeah, I'll be saying goodbye to that soon. Where is she? Here she is. She served me well. Yep. Serve me well, you have. And yep. Ultra fast lightning machine. We're going into service soon. Thank you, YouTubers. I might just do one quick more little update, but I really appreciate it if you watched all this or just bits of it, and maybe it was interesting. That graphics card does look absolutely beautiful, actually. I know it's only a piece of electronical equipment, but EVGA, my last one was EVGA, and they can make a nice looking card. Yeah, I like that. I like that, especially with the sort of the back to it as well. You can't really see that well because of all the fans there, but yeah. Let's see if this stands the test of time then. Cheers, YouTubers. Do one more update with it all switched on. fingers crossed it all works. And yep, my new PC. Get in there, lad. No, I just thought I'd do one last shot of the PC. It's hard to see, but honestly, this thing looks an absolute treat in this case. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but I just love it when you've got a new PC and there's not a single speck of dust. And this case, I would highly recommend this case to anyone. What was it again? A 570X tempered glass. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it actually. And when you switch it on, all these fans should light up. It just looks like a mirror at the minute. You can see into it really nice as well. Like I said, the camera doesn't really do it justice. But yeah, really pleased with it. So I'll be switching this on maybe in the next couple of days. Just got to do some more work, and I'd rather do it on my existing PC because all the files are still on there. It's just easier. Yeah, she's all done, YouTubers, so pleased with that. I'm glad I've done it now. I was thinking, well, did I spend too much money on it? But no, this will last me bloody ages, man. Yeah. You see all the way through it. Yeah, really pleased with that. So we'll do one last one of being switched on. And there we have it. Well worth the wait, and hopefully well worth the money.
T-Rex. T-Rex. Well, the worst case scenario is I'm going to go straight into those chairs. I can't, it's going to be a bit of an anticlimax, I reckon. Hey, in Jimbo Casino, get the straight out, save the pigeon funds, man. Bless you. Fucking bless you. Let's do this. Money.
Holy shit. Oh. That made me jump.
Fucking done and done.
Oh dear.
I think I got that.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
Fucking bang.
I think the missus is going to be quite happy with that. I thought it was going to put up more of a fight than that. I was going to...
What a legend. What a legend. Oh, right, YouTubers. Well, the time has come. This is a bit of a sad moment for me. I know it sounds a bit stupid. It's only a PC, but yeah, nearly 4.5 years this has served me. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Runs like an absolute dream still. Very, very quick. Not really outdated at all, besides the graphics card maybe, you know, if you want to get picky. But yeah, it's time to switch it off because I've just done the new one, haven't I? And yeah, it's like I say, it's a bit of a sad moment. So So here we go. Obviously it will be switched on again at some point, but yeah, not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Thought I'd just capture it being switched off. Oh, I don't want to do it. Honestly, oh man. Right, okay, here we go. It's nearly 4.5 years of service, and it's basically now going into retirement, so shut down. When I move out of this flat, which could be a while, I'll use it as a second machine. It's almost as if it didn't want to shut down then. Oh, that whine from the fans. Cheers machine. Best PC to date I've built. Of course I've got my new build. That won't shut for some reason. Yep. Hello. There we go. Yep, so I've got my new build now. What I'm going to do is basically just clean all the dust out of this and then store it away. Yep, just going to give it one last thanks. I know it's a bit sad, it's a computer and that, but I don't know, there's nothing wrong with that one, but I just thought it's the time I upgrade now, and yeah, I put that together at a time when life wasn't really great. And yeah, that's done a lot of work on that machine as well. So anyway, it's hello to this thing, and honestly, I can't get over this. This is clearly the best PC I've ever done, and I love how it's got 4 solid states in it. So literally, you look in this case, and there's just like bulks of room. It looks so neat, and to think this is fucking powerful as fuck I can't wait to switch this on. I hope there's no teething troubles, but if there is, there isn't. There's nothing I can do about it. But just that glass looks an absolute treat, and all you can see in there is a CPU cooler, the RAM, the graphics card, the board. The power supply is hidden. It's just like, almost looks as if there's not a PC in there, because we've got no noisy hard disks now. 4 1TB solid states, 4000 gig. Absolutely insane. So I can't wait to switch this thing on. Thank you if you watched the whole thing. I'll do one last update with this being switched on. But yep, this is the new PC, guys. Live streaming, screen capturing. I might even do a bit of video editing. We'll see. But yeah. Happy days to follow. I'll have this many years. All the time I live here, no doubt. So basically, when I move out of this place, which is going to be a while, then maybe I'll consider doing a new machine and having 3 systems. So yeah, Entertainment Central. Get in there, lad. The new PC. Hopefully she'll serve me as well as the other one. Rest in peace. May you live another day. And yes, I am sober while I say this. There we go, YouTubers. Ah, it will be missed. She's back already. No, I was going to give it a little hoover, wasn't I? But to be honest, there's not really much dust in here, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, there's a little bit on the power supply, actually. But, yeah, that's what we've liked about this. Good airflow on this system. But if you look, a bit more messy in it than my new one. So you've got the GTX 770 classified. Good little card, but a little bit outdated now. Sound blaster. Not going to bother putting a sound card in the new machines. It's got quite a good chip on the board. 850 watt power supply. More than enough. Probably more than enough for another card in SLI. Gigabyte board. no problems whatsoever. It's never crashed or anything. Got a 32 gig of RAM, 2 RAM sticks there. Nice CPU cooler. Easy to clean, but yeah, these are what the killers are. Look at this, a massive chunk of the tray for the. We've got one solid state, and I've got 3 big hard drives. Obviously, on the new build, they're all solid state, so you basically lose this entire tray because they're mounted on the back. CD drive, no one uses them now. Got an external one. So yeah, that's the old system, guys. Just a quick look into it. And a pretty decent processor, to be fair. Hasn't really dated at all. You can only do so much with processors, you know. Only make them so quick, and you could overclock this if you want to. So yeah, very, very impressed with how this has served me, and honestly, I've got no doubts this would last another 6-7 years, possibly even another 10 years. Maybe something will go on it, but you can just replace that bit out, and hey presto. So you YouTubers, I will give it a quick hoover, just a quick one, and yep, that's the internals of the old machine. Look at this case when it's switched on. We've got the RGB fans, red, green and blue. It looks pretty flash like that. There's some options on the top of the PC, so you can, you know, have it just one colour or change the pulse rate. But this mode, it sort of flashes and then goes through its colour cycle. Not too in your face, so I quite like that. Yeah, really impressed with that case. We've got the Corsair logo lit at the bottom. The Corsair lights up with the power supply. Some people were complaining on the reviews that these should change colour with the fans, but I think it looks quite smart in white. And the graphics card lights up. Didn't know it done that actually. Looks pretty smart, and it hits a bit of light onto the RAM sticks, which is good. Actually, saying that, is the RAM lit? Oh, the RAM is lit up. Each individual stick lights up. That's pretty cool. And at the back, there's a hint of green. I'm not sure where that's coming from. I think it might be coming from the graphics card. Yeah, very impressed. So we're now installing Windows, YouTubers. Just want to say thanks to everyone for watching. If this video ends, basically it's all installed correctly, and yeah. Got to get rid of, tidy all the boxes up, etc. And trusty laptop there. Basically I downloaded a couple of things to get the little bit of software called Rufus, which basically allowed me to create the image onto the USB. Can't fault that. And I used image burn, something I've known about for years, just to copy the genuine Windows 7 disk image onto the computer, which is now here. And yep, just mounted that on the USB and booted off that. So thanks for watching. If you got this, if you watched the whole thing, honestly, you really are a loyal follower to the Hyperlinks channel, myself, etc. Because this is totally non-gambling related. Obviously, I don't expect this PC build to get many views at all. Probably less than like 500. I don't know. I'm just guessing, judging by the amount of subs. But some people want to see it. Like I say, really chuffed with it. Yeah, it was a lot of money. £4,000, and yeah, it will depreciate. But at the end of the day, this is something I'm going to keep for years. So who cares if it depreciates? I'll have it forever, basically. So you only lose money if you sell it, don't you? So this is like with me in my situation. Got a little bit of money saved. I thought I'd treat myself. I don't gamble all my money away, YouTubers. I think most people know that by now, judging by the comments and that. I got a lot of sort of criticism when I first started doing gambling videos, people saying you're going to lose a lot on that, but like, I do treat myself now and then. What's the point in just hoarding money? You know, I'm not going to be getting a house anytime soon with property prices, so I'm just going to enjoy my life, you know, enjoy the money. That's what it's there to be spent. And if you go all the way through your life and just have a shitload of money at the end of it and you haven't really done nothing with it, you know, what's the point? It's a bit like the attitude I guess I've had with the 777. You know, that'll give me enjoyment. What's, you know, some digital numbers in the bank account going to do for me? Nothing. So, you know, yeah, I could go on and on. I'm just justifying, you know, it's a lot of money, but like I say, life's been kind to me the last couple of years, so I just want to enjoy myself. If I lose all my money and I end up skint, at least I'll have a nice PC which can provide me with lots of entertainment and keep me in touch with you guys, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be doing YouTube for a while. I do enjoy it, and I've enjoyed doing this little PC build series. So thank you, YouTubers. You're all great guys. And like I said, if you watched the whole thing, got this far, you know, top of the list. Top guys. So cheers, YouTubers. Take it easy, and yeah, if you want any advice about PC building tips, I'd probably suggest you go elsewhere, because I just got a thing about slow PCs, and yeah, if you ain't got the budget, well, you know, I don't like to compromise on the system, I must admit. So there you go, YouTubers. Look forward to some more. Sitting on the PC, I'm addicted to the PC. There we go, YouTubers. Finally gonna say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Get in there. I'm back again, YouTubers. I just want to say one last thing. This system is so quiet. Like, literally, listen. I've never had a PC this quiet. This is going to be an absolute pleasure to sit next to. It's literally near silent. Yes, it might get a bit more noisy in time. No hard drive spinning. 3 silent fans on the front. A CPU fan that you can barely hear. And the power supply, well, they've branded it, you know, to suggest it's quiet. And yes, well, it's basically so nice. So there we go.